incredibly fucking random. I'm just going to bring the mic closer. I don't expect anybody to actually turn up to this, so I might shake. So I don't exactly know why I do it and why I'm doing it. The other thing is I've got to be incredibly quiet because my mum and dad are sleeping in the next room. I've got an itchy arse as well. I'm not going to scratch it. But aye, this is incredibly fucking random. I don't even know if I'm live. If it's I'm alive. No, there are people watching. There is actually people watching. Oh, you can hear me twice. That's not what you want to hear. This is very random. Hello. It's what time is it? What fucking time is it on my phone? It's midnight. I'm bored. I didn't upload today. I've decided why not just get a nice wee discussion sort of stream going on. I talked to you guys. There's Astro in the chat. Love you, Astro. Hello as well to everybody here. Liam Galley, Marcus, Jack O'Donnell, Owen Russell, Zach Mohammed. A lot of people what there's Jordan Gray, can smell you for here, Jordan. It's nice to see. Actually, you know, I didn't think it would get as much as a turn that I'm off school tomorrow, which is lovely. I'm off for the rest of the week because my prelims are done. So I decided to do what I'm just going to stick it on, and the majority of my live stream viewing audience probably are in school tomorrow, which means it doesn't make too much sense. But I've decided to go with this anyway. The bed behind me is a state. But we're just going to have a kind of discussion, play some FM in the background. Right now I am on a Celtic save that I've been doing offline, so you won't know anything, any background to this of what is happening. We're in the third season, that's all you need to know. I'll guide you through the other two seasons if you want. Last season was very good. We got to the Europa League final where Kieran Tierney decided to give away a 90th minute penalty and we lost to Leipzig. That was gutting because we're up 1-0 for a vast majority of the game, but look at that form. Look at that, we didn't lose an awful lot last season. The first season we won the double, where we lost in the Scottish Cup semi-final to Aberdeen, but we won the other two trophies. Did we win the treble in this last year? We won the Scottish Cup. Did we win the League Cup? We did. We won the treble last season, and now we are in the third season where we are in the Champions League group stage with Bayern, Alkmaar, and Villarreal, which is very nice. I'll come to the chat in a minute, guys. Don't worry, I'm not going to neglect you. The team that we're currently looking at, I need to bring my starter back on. Just make sure I've got my strongest team out, and I'll give you a proper, decent look at the team, just so you can kind of catch up and know what's happening. In goals, we've got the man himself, the legend to me in FM, and Jero and Zoet. Fantastic keeper. Right back, really do not know what's happening over here just now. Lustig is pretty much still the first team right back in the first season, surprise surprise, but signed this 19-year-old Dutchman, Gertrudia. He's not done really anything so far, 3 starts, so yet to see much. Sviatchenko and Simunovic are still the centre-halves, although I do play Brorson. Brorson was someone I brought in from Malmo for about £7 million. Fantastic player to say the least. I did loan him out for a little bit, but recalled him quickly and he has been phenomenal. So him and Sviatchenko, Tierney of course at left back, Ayer and McGinn in the midfield. McGinn is honestly one of the best players in this game for Celtic kind of quality teams. Roberts we signed permanently in the third season. We had him in the first of course on loan, didn't have him at all in the second, then signed him for £9 million or something like that in the third season, a bargain. He has been, as you can see, phenomenal this season. 12 appearances, 16 goals, 9 assists. Ezequiel Barco is in behind the striker. Fantastic player. Player of the season last year, in fact. Justin Kluivert out on the left. And Moussa Dembele up front. We are building nothing short of a superpower. And, oh, there we go. Just won the first Manager of the Month award. But aye, it's nice to see people actually turn up. This is nice. So I'm going to try and, you know, play a wee bit of FM, but mostly focus. Gilney says, can I ask why you're live at this time, you mad man? Well, I was bored. I've got time to waste till SmackDown starts, which I'll probably watch live. So we'll probably just stream till 1, which is lovely. What do you think of the game tonight? That was obviously going to be the main point. That was asked by who was that asked by? That was asked by Let's Talk Celtic. He said, what do I think of the game tonight? I thought it was first half very flat. To say the least, it seemed like that same old, as I've been saying many times in match previews and reviews this season, though it just seemed like there was no urgency. And at the end, it was something Chris Sutton actually, I think he was quoting me to be honest, but he was saying, you know, there was no urgency and didn't look as though it was like, you know, passion in the team. It didn't look as though it was like that in the first half, and it was very flat. It seems like we're lying down, we just didn't really want to go for the game. But second half, I thought, well, very, very good. We sharpened up, we were creating chances, we were causing problems, we looked better. Griffiths came on, made a difference. So it was decent. It could have been obviously better, but I mean, you're going away from home. Look, I think we all, in a sense, expect us to win 5-0 every week. And granted, yes, we are, 5 times the team Partick Thistle is. So maybe we should be winning 5-0 against Partick Thistle at Firhill, but at the end of the day, you know, a 2-1 win away from home is a win away from home. It's 3 points, and we got them. So I'm not too overly concerned. Performance obviously could have been better. Let's see. What happened with Dembele, says JRO5. Well, God knows. I think they're going to just keep it like this till the end of the transfer window. I can see him staying on the bench until, you know, all the kind of rumours and inquiries and such died down. Because even Brendan Rodgers has came out and said, he's said very clearly, teams have inquired. They've not bidded officially, but they've inquired. And I think it really plays a lot on his mentality, the team's mentality, and the manager's mentality. So I'd imagine that, you know, that's something that hopefully will die down as the transfer window dies down, and my game seems to have frozen. This is great. I don't want this to happen. This is maybe the background entertainment while I talk shite. Come on now. What are you doing this to me for? This is poor. This is quite poor. Aha, there we go. It's not frozen anymore. You're not frozen anymore. Thank you, John, for saying you're gonna stay because you're generous. Love you. Let's see. Jozo greater than Bayata. Yes, indeed. I'm going to try and catch up with the chat because I'm a wee bit behind. Ryan, who's that with a hair over their face standing behind you? Kieran, don't say that. Kieran, don't. I genuinely felt my heart drop there. that disturbs me. But nice to see you here, Kieran. A lot of people seem to like your views from the podcast last week, so you're going to be building yourself up as a cult icon on the channel. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up a wee bit, get stuff here. I'm so fucked for the math pre-on. I had mine last week, Nat 5, because I failed higher after 2 years. 2 years of sitting high and I still failed it. Do you think Morelos is worth 10 million? I've not watched enough of him, I'm going to be honest, but if he's worth 10 million pounds, Lee Griffiths is worth 20 million pounds, Mr Dembele's worth 40 million pounds, simple as that, and Griffiths and Dembele are not worth those 2 fees, so Morelos in my eyes is not worth 10 million pounds. Just my honest opinion. I know as Rangers fans watching, Jordan's one of them, John Smith, and he might not agree, he might agree, who knows. Opinion on Lennon versus Levine? Well, it's certainly a good chuckle, to say the least. Backing up my boy though, Neil Lennon, obviously on his side. What's your opinion on Lee Griffiths? I do like Griffiths, it pisses me off. Right, I say that, but now, if you ask somebody like Kieran who does the podcast, he will tell you that I hate Griffiths. I don't hate Griffiths. I like him. He scores a lot of goals for the club, and he loves playing for the club, which is great. And he's a Celtic player. I like the majority of Celtic. I like all Celtic players. Obviously, there's players like Bayata who, you know, sometimes, and Baton and such, who I love to give abuse and I love to be very negative towards. But Griffiths is a player who I generally like. I just feel like a lot of people are on the wrong side. I think it's Dembele, quite clearly, who's the better player. I think it's controversial to say, but you know what? Everyone has their opinion. Who would I play at the right back for the remainder of the season? And do you see Lustig's future as a right back, or even at Celtic? Well, I think he's going to remain the rest of this season as the starting right back. I don't think there's any question around that, no matter how poor he played tonight. It was very poor. And he was taken off at half time, but I don't see Brendan Rodgers changing anything about that. I think he's going to remain the starting right back. Maybe Ralston and Gamboa do deserve a run in the team now, and we do need to think about now, not so much this transfer window. I mean, obviously it helped for Europe, but we should really focus on nailing down a centre half first. But I would say next summer, yes, we go for a right back. Maybe just leave it for now. It would be nice if we did, but focus, as I said. This season he still will remain in the team. I think Brendan Rodgers is wanting to help him get to being a starter for Sweden at the World Cup, and it's just fair for him. But big improvement needed. His future as a right back's basically done. It has been this whole season, really, hasn't it? It's just not been great on that right hand side. Maybe he'd be better off as a centre half. Maybe he'd be better off on the bench. I love him as a personality, and I love him as a player for his passion. But quality wise, he is dipping, and there's no doubt about that. So aye, man of the match today. Man of the match. I don't know really, to be honest with you. It was certainly not Lustig or Boyata. I thought was decent enough. Couple of iffy bits. Tierney was just kind of that average performance. Wasn't bad, wasn't great. Forrest, I didn't notice too much in the game. Sinclair, Griffiths came on and made a difference. So I feel like maybe seeing Griffiths, maybe in Sham, I thought he was quite sharp looking. He was taking an awful lot of shots, but he has got a strike on him. It's difficult to nail down a specific man of the match because there's not one of those standout performers. Maybe even just Griffiths for the way he helped change the game in the second half. Let's see. Good to see stream. I'm trying to catch up, see if any moderators have said anything because, you know, I nearly blocked someone there by complete accident. Right, no moderators have said that apart from Gilney. Let's see what you said. It annoys me that some people actually want Dembele. That pisses me off as well. People want Dembele to leave. Are you mad? This is like, obviously he's not shown the quality of the past, 6 months. But without a shadow of a doubt, potential-wise, this is a player who could potentially be the best striker since Henrik Larsson at our club. He was signed for £500,000. He has far outweighed that fee, that valuation. He has exceeded that, and every single Celtic supporter after that game against Manchester City was saying this is the best striker from Larsson, this, that and the next thing. And because of fitness issues and consistency issues with not just his form but with the selection of Moussa Dembele, everyone is suddenly turning their back on him, and it's pissing me off. It's because he's a quality player, and I feel like the negativity that he is getting isn't helping him at all. We're now playing St Johnstone. Christopher Ayer's a bit knackered, so we're going to bring in Cham into the team. We're just going to play this. Hopefully this goes well. We should be thumping them. But aye, it annoys me that people actually want, Dembele to go. Let's see. I hope he starts against Zenit as well. We'll scroll down a wee bit. So if you want me to desperately answer a question, just keep sending it. As long as it's one that I want to answer. I can understand what Chris Sutton was saying about tonight, about how Brendan was saying about Dembele. Div, you'll have to remind me what Chris was saying. I think I know what you're on about, and I've got an idea in my head, but I don't want to start commenting on something that's completely different from what you're thinking of, and then you're looking at me like I'm a fucking madman. So, I mean, if you want to remind me, Div, that'd be fantastic. Where am I from in Glasgow? I'm from the East End. I'm not going to give away my exact point of location. If you've been in streams before, I've basically gave away very close locations and shit, but aye. We need to buy an Irish player. Just seems weird not to have any at the moment, says Dara Cunningham. Well, we've got Johnny Hayes. I mean, obviously he's dead. Was looking as though he's picking up some form. I don't think there's any Irish players though at the minute. And obviously Irish players have got a rich history within Celtic, but there's no players at the minute that, number one, can realistically come to us that are a very good quality and would add something to the team. And St Johnstone are away. Fuck me, what happened there? 1 minute in. What the hell was that? Jesus Christ, right, it's fine. I'm confident we'll pull this back and still thump them. That was very poor though, and was it Sviatchenko's fault? I kind of missed it. But like, there's players like, well, McCarthy's dead as well, broke leg. But players like, McCarthy, we can't afford, and the other players, I just don't. The players who we can afford, would they really add anything to the team at the minute? I think we can't. We're living in an era where we can't really judge on nationality. It would be lovely to have Irish players, obviously, because Ireland is such a big part of Celtic, but at the end of the day, if you're Swedish, if you're Uzbekistanian, whatever, and you're a good player, you're fine for Celtic. Oh, Dembele, unlucky. I'm just going to scroll down a wee bit because there seems to... Oh, there was a donation. Oh, Thomas. Thank you very much. Just noticed that. That is very nice of you. Once again, one of the top donators on this channel. So thank you very much, Thomas MCK1888. You're very fucking kind. I love you. And because of that, I may as well turn on the wee donations and thing. And that should be it there. And hold on, I'm just going to edit it and bring it down here. And we'll leave it there. That should be okay, shouldn't it? That should be fine. Leave it there. Patrick Roberts in the box. Moussa Dembele's there to finish. What a fucking player. But thank you very much, Thomas. I didn't even fucking notice that. People are asking for mods and such. Tonight, I'm not going to go through and give people mods just because I'm doing this on my phone and it's just so much more hassle. I like keeping it through the PC. So don't worry. I will mod more people in the future, but just not for now. Let's see. Right. Have you seen the Subotic rumours? I have seen the Subotic rumours. I would bite the hand off to get Subotic. What a player he'd be, right? He's got fitness issues. Some people know I'm quite a wee bit... I like Dortmund. I'm a wee bit of a Dortmund fan. I wouldn't call myself a, super fan, full-time fucking supporter or anything like that. I just like Dortmund. I like watching Dortmund. Stuff like that. But Subotic is a player who's been, you know, at points an integral part of the Dortmund squad, especially under when Jurgen Klopp was manager. Dembele's on the post, unlucky. When Jurgen Klopp was manager, Subotic was such an integral part to that team. He's a Champions League finalist. He's won the Bundesliga twice. And winning the Bundesliga was, you know, not an easy feat. They were going up against Bayern Munich and such, and it was a very good point in time for Dortmund, and he was a very integral part of that. Him and his partnership with Mats Hummels. I would take him at Celtic any day of the week on a pre-contract. I think it is a move that is very logical. Yes, he has fitness issues, but he's 29 years of age, which I think is a perfect age. You're getting 3 seasons or something out of the guy if, you know, he manages to watch his fitness. Patrick Roberts, shoot, Barco, Kluivert in there, brilliant. He would be a terrific sign for Celtic, the exact answer to what we need. He brings European experience, tons of it, bags of it. He's played in a Champions League final where he was very unlucky to lose. It was a 90th minute goal, so who knows, he could have been a Champions League winner if things went better on the day for Dortmund. Right, I don't know how far I should maybe scroll down. I love the hail comment though. What's the name of the downloaded tactic you're using right now? I see Kieran put in that. I'm just going to scroll down. If I've skipped past your question, you really want me to answer it, just let me know. I think you'll find that tactic is mine, Kieran. Here are all the tactics that I have got. Every single one made by Ryan Fitzsimons. Every single one. None downloaded. I've got the Master V1, I've got my Select 442, I've got my Red Bull Leipzig, I've got my Everton, I've got my Batiste tactic. There you go, Kieran, shove that up your arse. But I would bite the hand off for Nevan Subotic. And I'm now going to... So if you want me to answer questions, I've skipped a lot of the chat. So what that means, I've missed a lot of questions. Just keep sending them in if you really want me to answer it. Toljan would be a good replacement for Lustig. Toljan obviously Dortmund at the minute. Would he be able to move to Celtic? Is it a realistic move? I'm not too sure. Obviously he's not got a mass amount of game time under his belt for Dortmund, and Piszczek has just returned from injury for Dortmund as well, which means he will be coming into the team a lot more and probably just solidify his place back as the starting right back. And I've also got a lot of young players in there for the like Paslak in the future, and Zagadou, who can cover those wide areas as well, as his main position is centre back, but he can cover those wide areas. Toljan I feel like would be an expensive option. I don't know why he was shooting there. Not really realistic, but yes, if we could sign him, I fucking would. But will we? I don't know. I don't think it would happen. Let's see. I'm trying to have a look at a few of the opinion on Mikey Johnson. Not got Dembele on you go. Shoot, big man. What a fucking finish. That was brilliant. What was the question I was going to answer there? I forgot. Opinion Mikey Johnson. Not seen too much of him. Obviously a player for the future. Not seen too much. I really can't comment. And I don't watch any. I'm not going to sit back and say, oh, I watch a lot of players in the under 17s league or under whatever league, because I don't. I don't watch any non-first team Celtic football. You know, you get a lot of people on Twitter who, you know, Mark Hill and etc. etc. is fantastic. It'll be great when it comes to the first team. I can't sit back and say that because I don't watch any lower team football for Celtic. I watch the first team and the first team only. Dembele, oh, just over the bar. I think Griffiths still plays for me, doesn't he? I will. We'll bring. Well, is Dembele on a hat trick? I really shouldn't sub him if he's on a hat trick. That'll make him unhappy. I'm just going to bring on McGregor for the last wee while. See if he can do a little something. So I've not got too much of an opinion. Musa or Morelos or Dembele. Without I know Morelos has been decent enough for them this season, but Musa Dembele, yes, hasn't been great this season. Morelos has been fairly decent this season. I wouldn't go to stretch to say great because Morelos hasn't, you know, has he scored against Celtic? No, he's no. So I wouldn't say, oh, Dembele, that is a lovely little touch on the end of that. Was you onside? Were you onside? That was a lovely effort. Beautiful hat trick for Mig Musa. And we're flying here after going down 1-0. Dembele's still 2-3 times the player of Morelos, there's no doubt about it. Dembele's went into the Champions League, he's proved his quality this season. Of course, not proving it as often, but he has went into the Champions League, proved it. Morelos has struggled to prove it in big games against such as Celtic. Would he cut it in even the Europa League, Morelos? That's the question. Don't know. So Dembele, without a shadow of a doubt, there's no question for me in my mind. Seems like you're on paranormal activity. It looks like it, doesn't it? It really does. It's very, very dark. Aberdeen Rangers predictions. It's Ibrox, isn't it? I wouldn't be... I trusted you, Gary Neville, or whoever my assistant is. I can't remember. I've not been in this save in a while. Oh, we've got Bayern during the week. Oh dear. I don't know. I want Aberdeen to win because... hate Rangers. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Rangers win. I'm going to just go for I'm going to be the boring one. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go for that. 2-2 draw. Let's see. I'm trying to look through for who's the best Celtic player ever. Jimmy Johnson, pretty much, isn't it? I mean, he got voted or something. The fans' favourite player of all time. It's Larsson or him. All 3 Celtic strikers over Morelos. I wouldn't disagree. I would take all 3 of them. Maybe odds-on Edouard has a bit more to prove, but he's a PSG player at the end of the day. Morelos, nowhere near that sort of football team's calibre. Obviously, Edouard doesn't get a game for PSG. He's been loaned out and he probably never will get a game for PSG. But academy player has a lot of talent and that's undeniable. I think if he was given the same amount of time and chances as Morelos, or if we put John Edouard in that team, he'd be better than Morelos. So I would take all 3 strikers personally. Personally, I like Dembele. I think he'd be a future World Cup Champions League winner. I think I would also agree. I mean, if he was getting taken to the World Cup this summer, which he won't, then there he would be doing it all the way. Alright, Div. Right, I'll go and look for your message, Div. I've just seen that. Right, I'll search. I'm losing the chat. Div. He was saying how Brendan all stuff. His head's no one playing, and Chris was saying that he wouldn't. I know what you're saying. I kind of agree with Chris Sutton in that sense. But hopefully after January, you know, kind of mentality comes back and that hunger comes back for Dembele. But I do see where Sutton was coming from, and I probably. Oh, it's my dad. It's my dad's birthday. It's my dad's birthday today. Happy birthday, John. Happy birthday. I just realised that I forgot it was my dad's birthday. If I got killed, I don't know. That's awkward. I need to go and buy one. Brilliant. Happy birthday, Dad. Brilliant stuff. Now I'm skipping over messages again just to try and catch up. Right, hold on. I think there's one thing that is really frustrating me, and this is the hype that Rangers fans are getting over Jason Cummins. I really don't know where that's coming from. Jason Cummins is going to score 4 goals this season. I'm very, very confident he's going to score 4 goals max. I don't see where all this hype is coming from for him. I really don't. I'm struggling to see it. And if it proves me wrong, hands up, I'll say I was wrong. But genuinely, I just see him having a season like that right now. Strongest team is required. I'm holding off the chat for a second, lads, because this is a big game. A very big game. Who the fuck is Ray Strachan? 16. Oh, 5-star potential. Hello there, we regen. Right, this is a big game. We're bringing Ayer back in. God, very actually knows. There we go. That's the strongest team pretty much apart from right back. Gertrudia is still. I don't even think he's, you know, that great. That's a very good team, I would say. Bayern away from home though. Don't expect too much. Right. Let's see. Trying to catch up. Jason Cummins is class in my opinion. I can see why people get him. He's good for obviously Hibernian and the Championship. For Nottingham Forest, didn't keep up with him too much. I did see him scoring the odd goal here and there, but Nottingham Forest ultimately won not in great form. Apparently I'm so deluded. Rangers 72. I knew you were going to say that. I just genuinely think he's got. Oh, they've done 1-0 in 15 seconds. Brilliant. It's fine. Get ahead in the game, lads. We'll be okay. Is this the first Champions League game of the season? It is. Why did we have to Bayern first? That's not the best way to start. I wouldn't say I'm deluded. I'm being pessimistic, yes. But I'm not saying out of bias against. Oh, it's going to be 2. Jeez, well, that was quick. 3 minutes and 2. I'm not changing anything. Fuck it. We're going to get absolutely pumped. Going to be absolutely pumped. And there's not too much. Oh, we got a donation or such because I just got an email about it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I never knew about that. Stephen Harley, £3. Stephen, you're a fucking legend. Love you, my man. Brilliant. Thank you for that. That's great. Cheers. Appreciate it. I don't know if there was a message that came along with it. I really should go and check Streamlabs. I'm going to go and do that quickly because there might have been a message with it and I don't want to ignore the message if there is a message. So give me a minute. There's probably not even a message and I'm logging in here for absolutely no reason. Log in with YouTube. That's the right thing, isn't it? I hope you can. I mean, if you can see my accounts and shit right now, that would be quite embarrassing because you would be watching me log in and getting all my details, and I'm just right. You can't see. That's fine. That would be a disaster. People hack my accounts and stuff. I'm trying my best not to be deluded or biased, but I just genuinely think I've got that feeling that Cummins is going to score 4 goals this season. I just do. My donations. Harley, your next pie at the game is on me. Love it. I'll buy myself a lovely wee fucking pie. Cheers. Enjoy that. Right, let's try and scroll down the chat a wee bit. Is it 3-0? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, it's 3-0 inside 5 minutes. The only solution I can think of here is knobs it. It is 3-0 inside the first 5 minutes of the game. Am I changing anything tactically? No. Should I change something tactically? Yes. But I can't be bothered. And I don't want to just put 10 men at the back for that. It's got to be 4 inside 5 minutes. Jeez, oh, it's wide. Should I be changing? I should be. I really should be. Kiernold, what do you say? Not going to be a killie pie, but Ryan, okay. I know I'm gutted. I can't go to Killie late because I've got a fucking wedding. Why did they have to be so selfish and get fucking married on the 3rd of February? I could have picked any day. Vaughan's going to make it. Comment me up, Miller. Is that a penalty? No, it's no. Tierney. Get the ball away. That's it. Why do they have to be so selfish and pick that day? Gutter. I'm also missing KSI versus Joe Weller. Oh. Could not give a fucking shit. I hate the both of them. YouTube drama. Clivert, Dembele, come on, pull a goal back. I'll be proud. Barco, for fuck's sake. Shot like a fucking paedophile. Let's see. Phil Foden. People are just... Angel Gomez is a brilliant player. He is a brilliant player. Looked sharp for United when he played a couple of times last season. It's hard to keep up with this chat. Next, Scotland managers like that. Right, this is poor. 4-0 in 12 minutes. We're just... This is painful. This is fucking painful. Just put every single man back a bit. We'll go on content. I'll take a 4-0 loss. I'll take it. We're just going to try and hit the ball up the park to Mr. Dembele. We're not going to look for the overlap. We're going to sit deeper. We'll keep a normal tempo. Just go route 1. Hopefully for the rest of the game, we managed to, you know, just contain. I'll take it. I mean, Clivert, for fuck's sake. People are saying, can you follow me on Instagram? One day I might do a follow spree or something, who knows. It's just because I use, you know, a lot, apart from Twitter. Twitter's the only social media where I kind of use it. I love Twitter. I really do. I don't know why, I just love Twitter. It's a fantastic world. But like, every other social media, Snapchat, Instagram, the only other 2 I use, basically, I had to fart. Oh, did you hear that? Brilliant. I had to do it. I wasn't allowed that in. But other social medias, I use it just for a lot of personal use, really. And it's not, I've got nothing against my fans. It's just, I'm not at that point yet where it's an account that's made for branching out to the whole world. I will be at that point someday, maybe. Not yet, though. I still see myself as a typically normal person. And so it's a lot of just personal use, and I think a lot of people do understand that, which is nice. Some people might not understand it, some people might not like it. Now, did people hear my fart? That's a question. People heard it. Right, let's see. Next Scotland manager's a question I was going to ask. At this point, really do not know. Really do not know. Because I thought it was going to be Martin O'Neill. I wanted it to be Martin O'Neill. It's not going to be Martin O'Neill. He's turned it down. See, now we've Lincoln 10 and things are going well. I'm not conceding in a while. Their team is very good. Martin O'Neill is obviously out of the equation. And it leads us at a point now where we're looking in the eyes of perhaps an Alec McLeish-Rain. God knows where it's going to go. How ambitious do we go? Managers have been sacked. Marco Silva. Let's go for it. Not going to happen. Really, honestly, at this point, I feel like it is going to be a foreign option. I think the SFA have got to be a bit different. No one wants to see Alec McLeish come in. No one wants to see Derek McInnes become manager of Scotland or anything like that. I think it's going to be a foreign option now, because there's no other option I can think of. People are still saying Michael O'Neill. Michael O'Neill's already turned it down. We're definitely not getting Michael O'Neill. He's a... Oh my God, Christopher Ayer. What a fucking goal. Did you see that? Christopher Ayer. I love Christopher Ryan. Someone says I want Malky Mackay. Malky Mackay was a manager who 4 years ago I loved, I adored. When he was at Cardiff, I was praising the guy like mad. And I was shocked when he was... That's 5-1. I was shocked when he was sacked. And then all the racist stuff and such came out, which wasn't great for his reputation. A manager who, if you asked me 4 years ago, I would have said would love and undeniably take as Scotland manager. A manager who now I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see. I've got a very dry bottom lip. I just keep seeing names getting thrown about. Get Ancelotti in. Now, yes. Johan Mjällby for Celtic manager. I believe Brendan's still got a bit on the contract to see out. So, maybe not in the near future. Come on, don't make it 6-1 Bayern. Just sit down, please. Hector. We're never good away from home in Europe. I just want to solidify that and get that solidified. I just want to make that clear. Just get Neil Lennon in at the end of the season. What, to Celtic or to Scotland? To Scotland, I would... Neil Lennon to Scotland. Oh, we got another fucking donation. Oh, donations are flying in, lads. This is fucking great. I love money. Right, let's see. Div, it was Div, the man Div himself. £2. I'm going to go and check Streamlabs to see if you left a message, because that is... By the way, if you do want to donate, not that I'm asking for donations, because there's 70 fucking people watching. You should be in your beds. It's 10 to fucking 1. I expected 13 people to turn up here. But if you do want to donate, there's 2 ways to do it. You can do it through Streamlabs and the link in the description below this. Or you can do it through Super Chat at the side, which allows me to see it. But I don't get all the... It's weird. I'm skint, mate. Haha, sorry, only £2. I don't care if it's £1, £2, £275,000. I appreciate anything. One guy one night donated like $100 to me. It was like the best night of my life. I thought I won the fucking Euro Millions. But thank you nonetheless, Div. I really do appreciate it. Honestly, if it's £2, as I said, or anything. Rangers72, can you unblock... Is it you that I blocked in Twitter, Rangers72? Are you... Hold on. I'm going to my blocked list on Twitter. I should unblock you because you were fucking doing my tits in. Not gonna lie. Was it you that I blocked? Are you... Hold on. Ranger72. Are you blocked accounts? I've only got 3 people blocked. 2 of them are hooker accounts. James8930954431. Is that you? With a full stop. Who was just constantly tweeting about my hatred for Rangers. 5-1 defeat at the Allianz. Not exactly graceful, but... do you know what? I think I might just... take off FM and just go for a full-blown discussion stream, because really I'm not concentrating on FM. Save that. I'm going to go for just a full-blown discussion stream for the rest of this, because why not? Hold on, I'm going to take off window capture. I'm going to make my webcam through the screen. My bed is a state. Right, there we go. Just going to make me as large as possible. I'm all pretty large already. I'm fat as fuck. As I don't know if Kieran's still watching, but Kieran really does drill that into me every day. He is quite a bully, to be fair. Victimised. Kieran is still watching because I just seen his message there. Well, you collab with Gogsy 99 down the Fir Park tunnel. Who knows? Maybe, if he ever asks. Who knows? I did tweet about Gogsy, and I don't know. I don't think he ever seen it because I didn't see any reaction or response. Talking about how one of his comments was very uncalled for and stupid, to say the least. Discuss Chris Marlin. Give me a talking point. Give me a talking point. I'm very surprised that Zara's not been mentioned this stream. That is a very good point. A very fucking good point. Right, so I'm going to now start. Once I'm going to... There's a lot of things in this chat that I have missed. No denial. I have just been kind of skimming and scanning through the whole fucking thing, basically. So, send in discussion points, football related or non-football related. I'm going to just quickly change the actual title to the stream because there's no FM18 anymore. I'm going to say, come donate. There we go. I'm a money grabbing fat bastard. I don't know if I've gained any subs through this. It would be nice. I'm going to open up the live sub count, right? What are we on? before I just start getting talking again, I want to get 10k subs before the end of this month, because I just feel like that is positive, and I want that. We're on 9888. If we can get to 9.9k by the end of this stream, I'll be a very happy guy. We've got 112 subs to go till 10k. Get your pals fucking subbing. Celtic fans or non-Celtic fans. I'm going to put this on the screen. I don't care. Use make fake accounts. We get to 9.9k by the end of the night, right? I'm going to quickly put up... No, that's not going to work. Right, the sub count isn't going on the screen. I'm just going to open the chat back up and we're going to talk. We're going to talk. People are saying, you know, do you know this person? Do you know? I'm not coming on to discuss, you know, people that I may or may not know. That's against their privacy. We've got a subscriber. Very nice. MC Games. Thank you very much. Sub-botting bastard, says Callum. Callum, you really just started to point at the worst in me. That is your purpose. I think the next podcast will be just you. Div donated another fucking £2. What a fucking legend. I love you, Div. Money grabbing fat bastard. It's true. I'm I'm not going to deny that. So next Scotland manager, God knows, but I think it is going to be a Forest options. Joe's over Boyata, yes. Ryan for 10k. Jordan, yes. That's what I like. I like the wee community of people who don't support Celtic, yet they still enjoy the channel. I think we got another did we? No, it's the same. That's still you, Div. Right. I was like, more money. Ryan with a clickbait, of course. Whose hair is better, Boyd or Griffiths? Jesus. Does anybody remember Lee Griffiths' photo from FIFA 13? Oh dear, for that I might have to say Boyd, because that was poor. Fitzsimons for Scotland. Yes, Marcus. I think I could do a grand job, honestly. Take us to a major tournament. How do you donate, John? You can donate for 2 ways. One is, the best way is the link in the description below, Streamlabs link, you'll see it. We've got £1 from Michael McKenna. Thank you very fucking much. Enjoy that. I'll put it towards a car or something, I don't know. But I thank you very much. Appreciate it no matter how fucking much anybody donates. Right, so what about Ralston taking over from Lustig? Could be, Ryan, isn't this a school night for you? No, because I've got prelims and they're done. I'm off for a week. I'm all giddy about that. Celtic board need to stop penny pinching and seriously improve the squad. I think one misconception that we are all gathering is we are penny pinching. And yes, we pretty much are. We've been the same for a long time. Penny pinching, you know, we don't want to spend big or anything like that. But I feel like at the same time we are, and as Brendan Rodgers says, looking for the right players. We don't want to just spend bringing a player who's not going to have an impact and is just for the sake of it. I do understand that, and I understand both sides. I'm firmly in the middle. I would love us to spend, but at the same time, I feel like we have to be careful. We don't want to go and spend, you know, £7 million in a player and then instantly regret it, because £7 million at the end of the day is massive to Celtic. To a team in England that's pennies, they can recover from a £7 million loss. For us, it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. Topics for the next podcast, says Kieran. Topics for the next podcast. What topics would people like to see brought up in the next podcast? I mean, I can't think of what the next one was meant to be. We've not really spoke about what the next one's going to be about. We try to keep it relevant. People on Twitter, as I said, look at what day is it today? Tuesday. Tomorrow I'll probably put up a tweet saying send in your, you know, points for the podcast. So follow me on Twitter if you've not, at RyanStephenF. And this wee bit of hair's annoying me. I'm just going to leave it. Fuck it. But topics for the podcast. What would you like to see? Div, jeez, oh, you're fucking spoiling me at this point. That's £6 fucking quid. Last one, haha, keep up the class work, bro. You're some boy. Thank you, Div. Fucking appreciate it. You're some boy and all. Let's see. Griffith's hair is pretty sexy. Your definition of sexy is different than mine. Tell you that for nothing. Ryan, I know you're a Gers fan, so what's your thoughts on Greg Docherty? I genuinely did not know who Greg Docherty was. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I know I did know who he was. He played for Hamilton, I knew that, but I've never watched him play apart from the games against Celtic. I don't have an opinion on him. Rangers fans, I don't know. I don't have opinions on their signings. To be honest, it was a great feeling there when my name was called out for a donation. Michael, don't worry. I've got your back, bro. You deserve it. Thank you. Fucking appreciate you. Would you rather a new goalkeeper or a new centre-half? Centre-half. There's no question. 100% centre-half over goalkeeper. Look, Craig Gordon, fuck him. I love you. I do love you, Gordon. You make some fucking mistakes though, but in those sticks, between those sticks, genuinely show me some saves. Show me a better collection of saves from goalkeepers over the past 2 years. Craig Gordon has been... There are obviously his keepers who have made better saves. David De Gea is the fucking god among men. Someone followed me on Twitter. I don't know if you're watching, but... Alistair, I don't know. But I did mention my Twitter. But aye, Gordon in between the sticks. And I don't think... People who say he's not are lying. Clearly lying. Because the saves he makes are unbelievable. He is very dodgy and he cannot distribute the ball for the life of him. Whereas centre-halves is a whole different fucking story. We need them. Boyata, Jesus Christ. As I said on Twitter today, partly in the Gallagate when he's fucking replaced. That noise, what was that? We got £1, pricey V8. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. It's very nice of you. But centre-half, 100%. There is no question. Would you rather get 10 in a row of the Champions League? Champions League. That's another one for me that there's no doubt, there's no discussion. I think 100%. The nations are flying tonight, Gilney. They are. It's a good night. It's just a good night. I did not expect this stream to go. I mean, isn't it? Oh my god, what are these noises I mean? I sound like a fucking duck. I sound like a duck getting stood on. Jesus Christ, I need to... Aiden, what's your new account name? I need to make you a mod again. I don't see any like Aiden Webb popping up or anything like that. I sound like you know when you stone on a baby dog by accident. That sounds so cynical. It's unbelievable. You know when you stone that baby dog. I done that first week I had before I gave it away to my auntie. What the fuck was that? I love that. I stood on it by accident. Aiden boy, there. I need to. You've got Sybil back. That's good. That's what we need, Sybil. But hold on, it was so tiny. It was a wee lasso app, so it was so tiny. It was unbelievable, and I stood on it, and it was a horrible feeling. I felt so bad. So let's see. You've been commentating at all, Ryan? Commentating on what? Wish I was fucking commentating in fucking real life, man. I could go a wee number like Ian Crocker's. Oasis or Queen? Probably Queen. I'm not big on Oasis. I like a couple of their songs. I do not like the Gallicers. Just in case message. Not a day goes by when I don't stand up of it. I'm brilliant. Frankie Boyle or Kevin Bridges? I love both of them. I love a bit of very sick humour. I'm not going to lie. Like, the jokes that really do offend people. I don't have any insensitivity inside me. Not at all. So, Frankie Boyle might just take that. If you've not heard it, Michael Jackson's Children's Hospital. Get that joke looked up on YouTube right now. If you've not heard it, just type in Frankie Boyle, Michael Jackson's Children's Hospital. It is very, very weird, but it is hilarious. Let's see. Opinion on Russell Martin. I mean, this has turned into a fucking Rangers discussion stream. He's past it. It's shite. I don't know. I really don't. I stamp on puppies. Nice. Who do you think Celtic's next kit sponsor will be? That's an interesting question. Well, with New Balance, God knows how long that's going to be around for, but hopefully it's just getting them for a while to make nice kits. After that, probably going to end up somebody like fucking, what they called, Kappa. I'm not going to lie, I can see that happening. When I have to get up at 7 in the morning, but Ryan is streaming. Sort you, Aiden. Thank you. Fucking like that. Right, any points of discussion? Celtic football, whatever, just raise it up. Question, are Celtic a Scottish or Irish club? The one above all. Now, this may be an English person that's asking. Celtic are a Scottish club. They are. With Irish roots, deep Irish roots. They're not an Irish club because they don't play in Ireland. Their stadium's not in Ireland. They were not founded in Ireland. They're a Scottish club, but they were founded off the back of, you know, a very big epidemic that was very heavily Irish. I don't understand how so many English people, for example, this is not me being racist towards English people. I love a lot of English people. It's just, you know, those ignorant ones who you see commenting, thought, oh, fucking Celtic think they're an Irish club. No, we don't think we're an Irish club. It's just the fact that without, you know, what happened, Celtic wouldn't be around. We were founded by an Irishman. Founded because of an Irish community. We are a Scottish club with a hefty Irish community. It's a very simple answer. Very simple. The reason that we talk about Ireland is because the club was founded to help Irish people. It's very simple. Very, very simple. But we are a Scottish club. We are a Scottish club, Irish heritage. That's probably the best way to sum it up. Opinions on Moussa Dembele losing to his pal at Twister. Was it David Murray? If David Murray beat him in Twister, that's quite embarrassing. Are you going to do Football Manager? I was playing it about 10 minutes ago, James. I don't know if you were here. I turned it off because I was getting pumped. And I just decided to do this. Favourite team outside Britain and Germany? You've just thought to yourself, oh, Celtic, Man United and Dortmund. That's his 3 teams that he likes. So we'll stump him. Really, after that, I don't have a team who I follow or anything like that. I really don't. So it's a hard question. It really is. I don't know. Real Madrid, for the fact they've got Ronaldo, I really don't have another team. There's no a team who I sit there and, you know, observe and think, hope they do well today. But aye. Ayer looks a player. Ayer does look a player. I think I'm very happy that Ayer is finally getting into the team. Because I feel like he has been slowly lingering in the back, waiting for this opportunity, and now he's grasping it and showing the potential that he's going to have. He's going to be the next big thing for Celtic, the next big, you know, export of £10 million plus. And SmackDown has started, and I want to watch it, but I'm going to go for 10 more minutes. We're going to go 10 more minutes. I'm probably missing the most important part of SmackDown, so you people better appreciate me. Opinion on Edouard's performance today. I thought it was one of the worst performances in recent times. Michael, I would agree. I don't think he was very good today. Once again, questioning why he was started. Really don't know the reasoning behind it. Griffiths maybe wasn't fully fit, and obviously Dembele's not got his mind in it apparently, so maybe Edouard logically in Rodgers' mind was the only option. But dearie me, he was poor. And it doesn't help the case of, you know, should we spend this £7 million on him? Because it's a steep amount of money, and if he's going to play like that, I don't know. Ryan, how do you explain to me Man City are too great? Ryan, how do you explain that Man City are too great unbeaten on the list of Liverpool? Liverpool was the Swansea, the Premier League is built. Right, there's your point, Ronan. Right, I get it. It took me a wee minute or two. The Premier League is without question overrated. There's no question. I still enjoy watching the Premier League. I do, but it's overrated. There's no doubt about that. The Bundesliga dwarfs it in comparison. Honestly, I sat down and watched, what was it? It was like Freiburg Mainz a few weeks before the winter break in the Bundesliga. That's the equivalent of, say, Stoke versus West Brom in the Premier League. This was a game that had very entertaining football and plenty of goals. I don't know if they were the 2 teams exactly. It was 2, you know, mid-table Bundesliga sides anyway. And then you watch a game like West Brom and Stoke, and you generally question, are these teams who could win even the Scottish Premiership? Quite genuinely. Because if any team towards the bottom, right now the team bottom of the table in the Bundesliga is Cologne, with only 3 wins this season. They beat Arsenal this year, and they would absolutely shag anyone from probably 10th down in the Premier League. Not maybe shag, right? That's maybe a bit drastic, but it's true. But Man City, undeniably, is still a fantastic team this season. They are potentially Champions League finalists this year, winners. So, aye. Let's see. Announce Hamilton takeover. I'll buy them myself. Probably can afford it. Ryan, I've got SmackDown recorded. I've got it recorded as well, so I can watch it more if I wanted to. But I'm kind of in the mood for watching it live, you know. Are you going to do FM on the channel, James? I really do want to. I want to do FM on the channel, but it's just trying to balance everything at this point is so difficult, and I don't want to just start a series again and then get 4 episodes in and then it dies. It frustrates me, and I hate myself when I do it. So I don't know. Maybe need to start up a wee stream save again, and that could be a kind of, you know, equaliser. Try to think of a word. Where would I strengthen the squad ahead of Zenit? Easy. Defence. And I would maybe like a player with attacking flair if possible. Someone who is going to offer us that little bit of something, that little bit of creativity. But whether or not we can afford or get that is a completely different story. So, but defensively is where we've got to focus, hands down. A full-back would be nice. But centre-half, that is where we need to focus at the most. Because what annoys me about the centre-halves we need someone like Johan Mjalby. We need a Mjalby. We need a Balde. We need someone who's no shitting herself to go and tackle. David. Don't call me fucking... You didn't even use the right "you're." You used "you're" without the "e." David, I'm slaughtering you in the next podcast. You embarrassed yourself at the start of the last podcast, so fuck off. Right, generic, come on City. There's one thing about England is that fans are poor. I mean, there's one biased opinion I'm going to give, and I would say the best fans in England are Manchester United's. That does sound biased. But even at that, that's by no means even good fans. It's probably just better than most of the Premier League teams. Anyway, who's my favourite YouTuber other than Brad Does Banter? Spencer FC, without a doubt. Who do I think will win the Champions League at the start of the season? I said hands down Real Madrid. That is under question. Real Madrid have had an abysmal season, to say the least. They are sitting a good mile behind Barcelona at this point. Barcelona basically crowned themselves champions. They shagged Real Madrid in the league in El Clasico. That's the first El Clasico this season. So, I mean, Real, I don't think are going to do it anymore. Think. People complain about that. You know, people comment on my videos. You know, people actually turn up to my videos and say, stop saying think, and say think. I know the right way is think, right? But I don't give a shit. I'm never going to make it in TV if I'm going to think all the time, am I? That's it. I've gubbed it. He's got his socks on, David. Kieran, what are you talking about? Have I got socks on? Have I got socks on? Talk to me. Let's see, Jizo. What is the sub count currently? I think it's not. It's only about one sub, I think. I want to get to 8. I want to get to 10k by the end of the month, guys. Come on, we're only like 110 subs off. Ryan, at 1 million, can you come out as a Rangers fan for me? You always comment every fucking video. You think there's something there. I'll come out as a fucking... I better not say that. Before I come out as a Rangers fan. I don't want to end up in a pure PewDiePie situation. Man City fans. Hi, my name's Mike, and last year I was a Chelsea fan. It's true. Last year I was suffering the Middle East. Get on. Right, David asks a question. Centre back, right back, or winger can only have one. Centre back. Centre back. There's no question, David. You know it yourself. You know it yourself. Centre half is the priority. Lustig, we can bear with him for 6 more months. Can we? I don't know. Judging by tonight's Twitter, we can't. But centre half. Do a BBC Sport Predictor League, Tony Havley says. I feel like it's a bit pointless at this point because, you know, it's like 5 months of the season left. Next season, we'll set one up. Right, I'm writing this again. Fuck's sake. Sorry, Div, if I'm missing your questions. Would you want Celtic to win the Champions League? However, if we did win it, Rangers will win 10 in a row. Oh, that's painful, isn't it? Because on the one hand, you're winning the fucking Champions League, and it's only happened once. I wasn't alive for it. If I got to witness Celtic win the Champions League, it would generally be the best day of my and many other people's lives. It would be like nothing else. Undescribable. I'd imagine me, Kieran and David... They're not going to comment like, no, we wouldn't be going with you. I can imagine me, Kieran and David in the city of the final, whether it's at the game or not, having a grand old time. But then we have to deal with the pain of Rangers winning 10 Premiership titles. That's a thought that is not pretty. Not pretty at all. Crystal Palace fans are best down south. That's a fair shout as well. Crystal Palace do have decent fans. Right, we're going to try and quick fire through some more questions. And I'm all skipping a few, sorry about that. But would I take it? We're winning the Champions League, so at the end of the day, I'm going to take it. Because it's Champions fucking League. We'll bear with it. For 10 years, we'll bear with it. We'll just keep saying, look, we won the Champions League. Masonda's a born Hornscalper. Yes, he is. Bring him in. Let's see. Is Marvin Comper good enough? I think he's going to be. I'm looking very much forward to him. The Bundesliga is one of the best leagues to go to sign players. I think he's going to be great. I'm looking forward to him. A lot of people have been fairly negative, and obviously he's not started well with this injury, but I'm hoping to be good. Champions League bragging rights outweigh 10 in a row. I would agree. That's why I'm going to go with Champions League. Michael McKenna, did you know Olivier Cham sleep for his light on because he's not scared of the dark, but because the dark's scared of Olivier Cham? Olivier Cham is one of those characters that if you did bump into in a dark night in Sauchiehall Street, you would be quite concerned for not just your life, but your anal virginity. Would you rather Alexis or Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang? Now, as you know, I like Dortmund. Mkhitaryan was a very vital part of Dortmund. 2 seasons ago. Aubameyang has been a very vital part of Dortmund for the past 2-3 years, and a player who I very much like. But Alexis is one of the best players in the Premier League, hands down. I mean, it's 2 versus 1, which makes it kind of outweigh. I'll equal it up. I'll take Alexis and Martial over Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang. If I was to go with that, I'd probably have to take Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang because it's 2 players. It would be the best day of my life if you say Derek Taylor is fat. Tony Harley, for you. Derek Taylor. That's cruel. Come on. Derek, whoever you are, secretly, I'm being made to do this. Derek Taylor is fat. There we go. I feel horrible. I feel like a horrid person. Body dysmorphia is a serious problem. Quite genuinely it is. Right. Neven Subotic, we spoke about him earlier, you might not have been here, would bite the hand off for him without a shadow of a doubt. Red Neiman Line, give up, you know there's nothing in there. There's nothing. It wouldn't cross my mind. Neven Subotic, though, would be a fantastic signing, and I would take him. Opinion on Marco Silva, is he better than Brendan Rodgers? No, he's not better than Brendan Rodgers. No, in a million years. Brendan Rodgers is a manager who, I think one thing every football fan is guilty of is looking at achievements over managerial statistics and attributes. Brendan Rodgers obviously hasn't won major honours outside of Celtic. He was very close to the Premier League, but he's a manager who has been fantastic with young players, who has developed teams. He has made big players, and such as Luis Suarez. He's a very good-minded manager, and he's got a nice tactic around him as well. But no, Marco Silva has had a decent spell in the Premier League, unfortunately, kept coming to an end, unrightfully so. But Brendan Rodgers is still, that far much beyond him. Do you watch a lot of Bundesliga football, mate? Then, says James Smith, I watch whenever I can on BT. They show like 1-2 games a week. If Dortmund's on, I'm pretty much watching that game. If there's not, it really depends as well if there's a game on at the same time, because a lot of the time Celtic are playing at the same time. But if I'm not doing anything and there's a Bundesliga game on, it's turned on any other Premier, like the Liverpool Man City game. I ended up turning on Dortmund, and was it Hertha they were playing that week, or was it that was the week after? I can't remember. But I ended up turning on that, and then I missed all the goals. I was a fucking idiot for doing so, but I mean, I just prefer to watch Bundesliga football or the Premier League whenever I can, personally. What's my favourite Celtic/Reb song? Look, I've got to keep this channel, kind of, if I want to get, onto Celtic TV with big Jerry McCulloch, I can't be really saying stuff that will get me caught out. So I'm going to go with the family-friendly Jackie McNamara song. Oh no. The Johnny Mac and the Faithful album, of course. Celtic, forever in our hearts, you'll never walk alone. Oh dear. Oh, I've just embarrassed myself in the whole age. Rodgers or Klopp? That's a cruel one, because obviously I want to say Rodgers out of bias opinion, but Jurgen Klopp is just Jurgen Klopp. Personally, I prefer Rodgers because he is Celtic manager. But I mean, if I was sitting at Real Madrid right now and I was forced to pick out of the two of them, I'm going to pick Jurgen Klopp. But 2 very, very talented managers, of course. Right, I think that about does it. For Carlton Cole has been linked with Rangers? Surely no. Klopp is a fraud? Klopp is a fraud? Klopp is not a fraud. Come on, Celtic boy 1967. Don't say that. Good night, William Martin. There you go. But aye. Celtic, My Heart, My Soul by Kevin Miles, says Tony Harley. I have heard that. Kieran Auld, I don't know if you're still here. we should maybe talk about your opinion of that song in the next podcast. That'd be great. That'd be a fantastic podcast. We'll make your moan a weekly segment, and this week's moan can be on the Celtic My Heart and My Soul song, because we know how much you love it. But aye, that pretty much got good night, Colin, Roger. Everybody's got to be like, can you say good night to Div? Oh, 2 more. That's £8. That is £8. Away to sleep now, bro. Have a good night. Hail, hail, bro. You have a good night too, Div, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in more live streams in the future. Not for your money, just because you're very good company, and a very good discussion point to bring up Klopp's teeth. But aye, pretty much that's going to about do it. It's 1:15. A lot of you should be in your bed. Don't lie to yourselves. You should be in your bed. It's cringe, but quality. Bit like yourself. Wow, Tony. Wow. Get on, I know I'm cringe. As I put my Twitter last night, one big riddy. I hate it. There's videos to prove that. Kieran knows what I'm talking about. But Kieran also left his opinion in the song. Shocking song. But aye, bedtime story, people are saying. I don't have a bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a club called Rangers. They didn't pay their taxes. They died. But ladies and gentlemen, that is about it for this stream. I hope you have enjoyed. That like and subscribe and all that good shit. Please, please, please share the channel about. Try and get to 10k by the end of the month. I think if we can do it together, we can get there. And it would be very nice. So share videos throughout the week and such. And that would be lovely. That would be very, very lovely of you all. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all next time. Now it's the awkward